This is the second part of the Alice in Wonderland edible rosebush video series. Now we are focusing on actually making the roses for this video. Now the really important part is to make sure that the roses that you use are grown organically and don't have any pesticides on them. Now, so this means that you shouldn't be going to your local florist or even your grocery store and picking up some flowers. If you have a friend who has a garden and you know what sort of goes into that garden, that's probably the best place to start. So start by cutting some roses. Make sure you get the flowers with no or next to no blemishes, because you're going to be getting rid of any of the petals that do have those blemishes anyways. Once inside, straight away pluck the petals and place them in ice cold water and thoroughly give them a wash. Make sure you don't use any soap, just this ice cold water will do the trick. Take them out and very, very gently squeeze the water out of the rose petals. Next, lay them onto some paper towels and lay more paper towels on top of that and just gently press down. You're going to want to repeat this process a few times. Make sure you spread out the rose petals each time so all the water gets absorbed. So the next thing you're going to do is create a rose center using some wire and it's like a sugar rice paper, not your usual transparent rice paper that you see for rice paper rolls. You can usually get them at Asian grocery stores, although I do see them sometimes in the baking section in your normal supermarket. So we're going to start by cutting 2 centimeter wide strips of this rice paper and just paint one side with egg white and wrap it around your white baking paper at the tip, and just sort of scrunch it once it's all finished and set it aside to dry. Now, to make these sugar petals, there are 2 ways about it. There's the crystallization rose petals that most people know, which is where you take egg white and you brush that on each side of the rose petal, and then you sprinkle caster sugar over both sides, give it a shake and let it dry. Now, if you want to do this, that's fine. I do recommend that you make sure you don't dry them flat. Make sure you attach them to your rose frame. However, the process that I recommend the most is to actually use royal icing. It's egg white and icing sugar and a little bit of lemon juice all whisked together. And what you do is you just paint both sides of the rose petal and attach it. It's much harder once it dries, and it takes much less time to dry as well. It also has a nice smooth finish, so it doesn't have that gritty look in the end.